Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 4 minutes. Real quick, in case you're new to these videos, what do I mean by live? Well, what I mean is that this is not a situation where everything has already been recorded and now I'm coming back and doing a voiceover, some sort of post commentary. Nothing like that. You are seeing myself see the information for the very first time. So if you want raw thoughts, raw reactions, raw emotions, you will get all that with this video. If you want a nicely edited video, nicely scripted, you will not get any of that with the video here. But if you want nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then you will, like I said, you'll definitely get all of that. To set up a little context here, I need to be done today, I mean, relatively quick. For sure within 15 minutes. So at most, I have 15 minutes to trade. Ideally, if I can be done within 5 minutes, that would be even better. That may sound crazy, but believe it or not, if the right setup comes along, it can be worth at least my time. It can be worth my time to make the amounts of money that you can within 5 to 10, but for sure 15 minutes I need to be done. So I'm going to be watching Tesla here out of the opening gates. If you're not familiar with my screen, right there is the ticker symbol, and that'll be what I'm thinking's got a great opportunity to give me the quick score. Now again, I don't know, this is live. Maybe it's going to be the ticket to give me a quick loss. That's always possible too. But overall, the month is fine. And now I'm not going to force a trade just to force anything. I need to see a good setup, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I need to be done within 15 minutes at most. So that's the game plan going in. That's the context of things. I will go ahead and pause and see at the open. What I'm doing here and what you see is actually, if you're not familiar at claytrader.com, I do offer a private trading community. And what I want to do here is just kind of get my thoughts documented and also just show you how it works. But Tesla, gotta think it will at least want to get close to back testing the breakout of all-time highs at 660. Bearish minded on the open. So I am definitely bearish minded because I think that this thing wants to, we'll want to at least come down to right around the 660 mark. Now I'm not going to play it and wait for it to come down to 660, but I think there's enough wiggle room there where the chart's going to at least want to do that because Tesla's now breaking out, sitting at all-time highs. You got to think that there's going to be some profit takers that will show up. So that's the game plan going in, bearish-minded for those reasons. Think it'll have a desire to at least go down to 660. Now, once it gets to 660, I have no idea what it'll want to do, but I think there's a good likelihood that it could potentially go down to that area. So that's going to be kind of the general premise here, but I will definitely be bearish going into the day. And on that note, the day opens in about 2 minutes. And now that I've watched pre-market a little bit more, it looks like 669 is going to be the key flush point on the open. So that's what I'm looking for, 669, and seeing what the price wants to do relative to that. But that was quite the open, so never really gave a realistic chance to even get filled. And, well, there it goes. Down it goes. Still got a ways before it hits 660, but like I said, want to let this thing play out a little bit here. There we go, now pushing upwards. So now just looking for some sort of sign of weakness. Although 671 could be an interesting long area, but that's already broken through. But again, this candle just represents 1 minute. So that is a 1 minute candle, still in the opening portion of the day. Now it just continues to drift downwards. So what is that? 665. Gonna keep a close eye on that. There we go. Good. Coming back up. Coming back up very strong. Would like to see a break up through 671.50. There we go. Seeing if that's a fake breakout or not. So if that comes down to 671.50, I'm going to hop in. But as of now, that looks like it was a truly legitimate breakout there. else is going around them? Oh, wow. I need to go take a look at mRNA. What's going on with this one? $137.50. Got to keep an eye on Tesla, though. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Tesla here. Namely, 673. Going to get that updated, actually. Tesla, 673. Flush point, 1 minute. Or this thing is just going to keep on beast moding up. So it's a shame that opening 30 minute. Got the nice pullback there, but it just wasn't really realistic to get filled at all. Maybe a 680 fake break to the upside at this point. There we go. Well, now if this thing just goes right here, that's just not going to give me a setup. I can't do anything with that. Why is that chart not updating? I'm looking at something on my other screen. There we go. Yep, that's just not really a setup I can take right now. $673 does look interesting still. That's right where it bounced. So I'm going to watch 673 still. That's the original alert that I alerted. Now that it's... I can't take it on this candle, though. If this candle breaks down through it, there's nothing I can do there. Well, back up it goes. I should probably just be going long, but I feel like that's just such a chase. There's the break of 680. Well, Tesla is just not really behaving. So who knows? Maybe I won't get any trades off at all, which is fine. That happens sometimes too. mRNA, though, that's got a pretty interesting setup on it. Yeah, 138. I'm going to get that updated. mRNA 138. Flush point, 1 minute. So we'll see if it wants to get down there. 138. Yeah, I could, yeah. 137.50, that seems realistic. Got to see what it wants to do here, though. Okay, making its way down. In at 138. So looking for that break. Love the pattern here. Got the break. Would like to see it at least down to 137.50. $137.60 presenting a problem, though. There we go. Trying to get some more off at 137.50 here. Or is this thing just going to bounce on me now? Oh, now it's bouncing. So at least I got some shares off on at 137.50. Well, let's see if it wants to revisit back down through that 138 area. Well, 138 now being relatively stubborn here. What is that? 137.75. Could be an add spot. 137.75. I don't know, 138 right now is being extra stubborn. You know, if this thing comes back down to 138, I'm going to add back in those 200 shares. That would be a failed bounce here, which would make this setup all the more pretty. But got to see 138.50 come into play. Well, now it's bouncing up. All right, well, this might be a losing trade, actually. That'll be a shame. Let's see if it wants to come back down. Yeah, 138.25-ish, actually. But as of now, this thing is seemingly wanting to bounce. 138.85 maybe. Let's see if it wants to come back down to that area. 138.85 as an add point. I'm still bearish on this thing. Wow, but as of now, this thing is just spiking up. But like I said, I'm still quite bearish on it. So again, 138.85 as an area to add back in. So got to get down below 139 first off before anything else. In there at 138.85. So let's see if this thing can at least get back down to the 138 mark. And I love this setup. Love the candle. Love everything about it. It's just a question, is it going to actually work out? Maybe it's not. Oh, man, if it comes down through 139, that's so pretty. Let's see if it can get down through the 139 mark. I'm going to add again at 139, but it's got to get down to 139. Okay, coming back down, trying to. Well, 139.25 being stubborn. Come on, 25, get out of the way. There we go. In at 139.10. Let's see if we can get some more push through to the downside here. Would like to see it at least down to 138.50 before I even think about starting to lock in some profits. Okay, there we go. Get down through 50. See if we can get pushed down a little bit more. Oh, crap. What, am I long 200 shares right now? Yeah, I am. Whoops. All right, all out there for $122. And the reason I said, oh crap, is it's 9:41 and I literally need to be done in 4 minutes. So I'll take it. 11 minutes, $122, not a clean trade at all. It cooperated with me, but not, I should at least get that alerted. 140. I can't take it, but mRNA 140 upside breakpoint 1 minute. That looks like a good setup there. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to take that. I like it potentially going to the buying for a break of 140. But yeah, I gotta wrap things up, and a slot. I wish it would have went a little smoother. That was a long trade. I was in that trade for about 6 minutes, which when you're trying to be done in 15 minutes is almost half the day for one trade. So it worked out, kind of. I'm glad I added. It gave me signs, but it just never gave me any sort of follow through. And it still may give follow through, but like I said, I just don't have the time for it. But I'm definitely glad I added. I added at the right spots. I got movement in my favor, but then it just, like I said, didn't work out in the sense of giving me any sort of follow through. But that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you'll identify trades, sometimes you'll identify setups, and they'll work kind of, but even if it does work kind of, you can still make money from it. And at the end of the day, although it maybe feels like it was kind of a failure on my part this morning, that's kind of pathetic on my part, because literally I still made $122 in 11 minutes. I don't know many places in the world where you can make $122 in 11 minutes. So I am happy with that. And please tell me I was recording this whole time. Okay, I am recording. So, well, there you go. There is a trade that it worked out. It was a rough ride, but it ended up working out and still may work out. Like I said, I've been bearish on this thing. I still think this thing might want to go to the downside. Granted, the 140 looks interesting from an upside perspective, but yeah, 943, I got to wrap this up. So if you enjoy these videos, a couple of quick things. These are not easy videos to make. I have to talk to you. I have to think for myself. I have to think of what I'm going to say to you. I have to think about what I'm going to alert to the community. I have to type those alerts to the community. I have to press buttons on my end to enter into trades. So there's a lot going on. These videos are totally doable. They're not impossible, but they're not very easy. So I just bring all that up because if you enjoy these videos, please let me know that it's worth my time to go through this hassle. And the easiest way to communicate that to me, hit that like button, leave a comment, even if it's a smiley face emoji. That's totally fine too. But a quick hitting the like button, a comment, as simple as emoji, that goes a long way in telling me, hey Clay, yeah, I do enjoy these videos, so they're worth your time. And as long as I know that they're worth my time, then I will continue to do them. So thanks for hanging out. And thanks for coming on with me or coming along with me on this little quick morning. And I want to take that short, but I literally don't have to, I have to go. So, all right, everybody take care. Thanks for watching. Like I said, hit that like button and leave a very simple comment. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.